It's a better man, a better you. This is episode 2. And episode 1, we talked about oral hygiene and the importance of it and how not to have nasty ass breath. Take care of yourself. So I figured episode 2, let's talk about number 1. Not episode 1, talk about the other number 1. You know.
Taking a leak. Drain the dragon. Drain the main vein. Off to the loo. Hang dick. Gonna drain the lizard. Hang the hose.
We talk about owning your throne, up in your home game, stepping it up, owning and being the king of your throne. And the question is, when you're at home, how you doing the business? Are you doing it classy? Are you doing it nasty? Are you standing up or are you sitting down when you go pee? That's the question. And if you said standing up, I'm going to tell you something right now. You are nasty. Okay, we're not talking about public restrooms. When you're at a sporting arena, you're in just any random public restroom. I'm not saying sitting down in one of those nasty ass restrooms, because most people don't. And I understand, because the bathrooms are nasty. But when you're standing up, using the urinal, you already know that men are nasty. There's piss all over the floor. You can see it, that it sprays. Men, we are not as good as an aim as we think we are. We think we got that under control. We don't. Doesn't matter how old you are. You can be in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. You're still spraying. If we had a black light, if you took a black light, went into your restroom, and turned that on and let it highlight all the spray and splatter, you would see. And if that's what it takes, maybe that's what you need to do. But you don't have to do that. You can simply be a man about it. Have some respect for yourself. Have a little bit of dignity. And don't be disgusting. Sit down when you're peeing. And let me tell you why. First of all, besides just being gross, if you see the splatter, you see what happens. Look, not only does it not all, when it sprays, it sprays. But that has to go somewhere. So what that does is it kind of starts to get the toilet a little sticky, and then you'll start kind of dripping down on the side of the toilet. If you go in your bathroom right now and look, you're probably going to see it. That's gross. And there's no reason for it. If a lady comes over to the house and she's going to go use the restroom, she doesn't want to sit down on a dirty toilet. That I can promise you. I've talked to women who've said that they will hover over a toilet because they don't want to sit down because it's gross. They have to do it. They do it properly. Look, if a woman just stood up, spread her legs over the toilet and just peed, it's going to spray. She knows that. That's why they sit down. Men, sit your ass down when you're going pee. And when you're done, take a little toilet paper, dabble it off. It's not that hard, okay? Take a little extra time. And look, everyone wants to be on their phone now, so it just gives you a little extra time to sit down, because you're sitting down on the toilet when you're doing number 2. You're on your phone, and you're not like you're standing up peeing and then turn around sitting down doing the other business. You do it all in one. So it doesn't make you less of a man. Doesn't make you soft. Look, the ego's going to step in and be like, I'm not doing that. That's soft. That's stupid. That's bitch shit. Why would I do that? Why should I have to do it? I can just stand up and do it. That's the point. You got that ego telling you, like, what's the big deal? So what? I'm a guy. I can be a little dirty. I can leave a little mess. All that boys will be boys nonsense. Look, you're not a child. You man. Act like it. So, it doesn't need to get any more detailed than that. I mean, look, you can debate it all day. There's no argument. There's nothing to stand on to say that, a real man's going to stand up to pee. There's nothing. Look, if you're camping, I love that. When you're camping, you're outside, you just do it. And that's the joy of having what you have down there and being able to do that. You just let it happen. Let it flow. But when you're at home and you got to keep going back into the bathroom, and it's just one less of a mess you got to start cleaning up. At least I hope, even you standers, that you're cleaning the toilet routinely, because it's just what you're supposed to do for your sake. But also, look, we're talking about improving dating life, improving intimacy and romance, and these are things that are going to play a factor. It all adds up. This isn't the biggest issue, but I'm telling you, if you start doing this for yourself and just implementing this habit, it's going to help. When a woman comes over, it's like, oh, this dude's bathroom's clean. It's nice. Oh wait, the toilet's clean. Like it just all these are little things are gonna make they're just gonna build up and make make a difference. It's gonna one of these things can be a game changer. So again, it's not just for yourself. It's not just for it's for other people. But it's not just for women in the dating world. It's not, or if you're in a relationship, it's like you're only doing it for her or for your partner. It's like do it for yourself. Take a moment, step back, and really think about it. Look at a toilet. Look at how gross it is, and don't be a contributing factor of that nasty toilet. Okay, so. That's it. That's all I got. That's this episode of A Better Man, A Better You. Do the work, bring some awareness to things. Again, small changes. It's not about one change is going to do it all, but you implement these individual changes in different areas and different aspects of your life, but it bleeds over. It will kind of affect everything, especially here where we're doing all we can and bringing attention and awareness to areas that are going to help improve your dating life when it comes to romance and intimacy and those type of things. And I've said it, a lot of the focus is on the spiritual aspect, and a lot of it's on the physical aspect, because that all breaks down to hygiene in your surroundings and your environment, how you look, how you present yourself, how you smell, all these things. These are the big ones. They're sensory, right? Visual, smell, taste, all these things. When it comes to activating and stimulating different senses, it's important. So you want to be on it. You want to make sure for someone else, when their senses are being stimulated, that are being stimulated in the right way. So it's A Better Man, A Better You, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.